Hi everyone. I thought it might be a good opportunity to share with you how Alan and I came to Caerphilly and to Connect Life Church. Alan is a Penarth born and bred man who thinks that Penarth is the centre of the universe, and I was born and brought up in Cardiff. When we married, we moved to Barry and we worshipped at Grangetown Baptist Church, where we served the Lord in a number of capacities. We always said that we slept in Barry and lived in Grangetown. However, about 5 years ago, both of us began to feel that the Lord was saying that our time at Grangetown was coming to an end. I was working at that time for a charity called Sense in the community with older people who were multisensory impaired. I'd begun working with them after 6 months of retirement, and I was seeking God to see what He wanted me to do. I'd prayed about it, and God gave me the verse from Isaiah 61 verse 1, which talks about giving sight to the blind and binding up the brokenhearted. And I felt that the Holy Spirit was saying that He wanted me to be their eyes and ears and to help them. So I did that for about 4 years. And then Sense was planning to open a day centre for young people with sensory and communication disabilities and complex needs. Once again, I felt God prompting me to do this. However, I was conscious of my advancing years and felt that they would only want young people. So I spoke to the Lord about it and said that if this was something He wanted me to do, then He would have to make a way for me. I went to the interview not really expecting to get the job. That same day I'd called to say the job was mine. The job was based in Caerphilly and we lived at the airport end of Barry. Did God want us to move at our time of life and start over again in a place we knew little about and amongst people we didn't know? Well, God reminded us both of Proverbs chapter 3 verses 6 and 7. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and don't rely on your own insight and understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him and He will direct and make straight and plain your paths. Put the house on the market. A number of viewers came, but no takers, and we wondered if this was the right thing to do. And then after Christmas, a viewer came to look at our house the same week that we were due to view a bungalow in Mornington Meadows. The bungalow was perfect, on a flat spot near to where I was working. And the viewer came, and she loved our house. And she explained that she was retiring from her job as the minister of the Methodist Church in Caerphilly, right opposite Connect Life Church. God is so good. She made an offer, and from then on, everything fell into place, and we moved in April that year. When we moved, my manager asked me where I was going to worship. And as I'd worked alongside Alison Godfrey, I thought, oh, well, that's an option, her church. Or maybe Bethel Baptist, which I knew. And also there was the church in Llanbradach where my brother used to preach occasionally. Well, my manager suggested, why didn't I try Connect Life Church? It had a good reputation and it did a lot in the community. So we decided to try it. You know when a place is right. And immediately we felt at home and at peace that this was where God wanted us to be. We also discovered that there were others who had worked with us in Grangetown, the worship in there. Andy and Sharon Turner and Ken and Judith and Maureen McKay who'd done some worship with me. God again had provided people there that we knew. He is so faithful and He's got a good plan for our lives. I love my job. It's not work, it's a joy to serve these wonderful young people and see them do things that otherwise might be impossible for them. I hope that our story will encourage you and remind you that God has a plan for each of us at every stage of our lives. We're never too old to do what God calls us to do. It's been a joy to get to know some of you, and we look forward to meeting more of you soon when we can see each other again face to face. But in the meantime, God bless you all. Have a great day.